Welcome to my channel, everyone. Today what we're gonna see is the Java program and take a look at this problem. Basically, let's I'll help you walk through how to solve this question in Java, which I get asked when I did the interview with a company. So it says, given an integer array, for example, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, write a function to return the appearance of each number. 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 1. So as you see here, there are 4 occurrences of 1. There are 1 occurrences of 2, and there are 1 occurrences of 3. So how can we code it up in Java? So I guess this question asks me whether I'm familiar with the concept of Java called the hashmap, or hash set, or hash table. I'm gonna use a hashmap, which is sort of the similar to a dictionary in Python concept, as you may noticed, because hashmap sort of captures the frequency of each element by grouping its key and value pairs. So let's take a look at it. So I'm gonna generate a class called public class frequency, and I want to declare a private variable called a map, and that map is mapping integer to an integer, and then I can call this map as a app or something. Later on, I want to generate a constructor, and what constructor does is basically in Java is once this class is instantiated, this constructor is basically auto generated as well at the same time. So I'm gonna populate this. I'm gonna actually write this.app, which is this.app is this app inside of this class. It's basically aliasing itself because I instantiate new hashmap integer, comma integer, which means integer value is mapped to integer value, integer. As you see, how can we use hashmap? Because we imported java.util.io, this library. That's how we are able to use this. And let's define a method or function, whatever you call it. I'm gonna say public. So we need to think about the return type of this function, right? So it's gonna return what? Map integer, and I'll say get frequency. Would that be fine? Get frequency, and this get frequency this function takes which parameters? Integer array, right? Integer array. Okay, so that's how you sort of write code in Java. And right now what we want to do is we want to loop through the array and construct and populate whatever the map that we're given, right? So what I'm saying is I want to actually loop through the array here. So for int I equals 0, I is less than array.length, and I increment I. So we definitely need what? If statement, right? If array of I, if that array of no, let me push this way. If this.app, which is this basically hash map, if that dot contains key. So this is a very important kind of a method that you know in Java as well. Dot contain key is this basic method checks whether this given basic map has a contains key. If that contains arrays of I, right? Then what we want to do later is we want to increment the frequency of I, right? The way you do it in Java is this.app dot put. You're gonna put both key and value pair. So in this case, key is arrays of I, comma app this.app. I think it's get arrays of I plus 1. Doesn't make sense to you? So that's how I put it inside of there. So arrays of get, arrays of I, let me see, plus 1. So you're gonna get raised up, which was the previous the frequency and then plus 1. So you can increment the frequency by 1. Else, otherwise, what I want to do is I want to dot put raise of I, and then frequency is just 1. Because else means if this hash map does not contain the key and I want to put the initial frequency, which is 1, in the index position of arrays of I. Does it make sense to you guys? So this is a very important notation. You guys should pay attention. So if it contains that kind of a key as an integer, we want to put the integer as a key, and then we want to increment the frequency by using dot get notation. Dot get arrays of I plus I. I hope that understands that helps you understand what I'm saying here. After this for loop, we want to return our this.app. Doesn't mean anything, but app I just made it up, so you can change the other names all throughout my code. And we want to print out our result, as you see here. Inside, so when you write a main function in Java, that main function should still stay inside of this class, and then I will say public static void main string args. So I want to say, let's just write an instance array here so that we are able to know what's going on. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1. And we want to generate or instantiate our class frequency instance equals new frequency with the parentheses. So and then what you want to do is, so there are many ways of doing it. Because this actually method returns a map, I want to declare one map and store that in a certain value as a kind of placeholder or as a variable. The way I do it is map integer, and then the name of it, I'll just call it container equals instance dot get frequency. So this is a very sequential step by step. I want to pass array there, right? I want to pass that array inside of this parameter. When I pass it, you should be careful. Later on, I want to print out this format. This is also a little bit of tricky part. You can get to a very tricky part. First, what I want to do is I'm gonna definitely use a for loop and a loop through it and then try to pull it out. The way you do it in j equals 0, j is smaller than what? Container dot size or something? Or there are many ways of doing it actually. Now I'll probably try this way. In j, and I'm gonna say colon, and I'm gonna say container dot key set. So in Java, when you say that key set, means this j is gonna iterate through every single key set of and then it's gonna j is gonna so each individual j will refer to each individual key inside of this map instance. In this case, hopefully 1, 2, and 3. So after that, what you want to do is we want to print it. But before I print it, I just generate a string result equal empty string, and string first equal left bracket, string last equal right bracket. The reason why I do this, especially the string first and last, is when I print it out, I want to just concatenate the first left bracket and right bracket here, and in between I want to keep accruing or accumulating through the loop, this key set loop, and then I want to append every single result here, if that makes sense. So for in j container.key set, actually the brackets and braces here, what you want to do is result is equal to, I want to store the result, right? The way you do it is left bracket plus j plus, and this is a key, right? And then you want to plus container dot get or what? I think it was get. Yeah, get J, which will return its frequency. So, but before you sort of do that, you need to add comma plus. So left bracket, its key and plus comma, and then its frequency plus, closing with a braces here. Then you want to do plus equal because you want to like accumulate that result. And then because at the last moment you don't want to print, you don't want to keep adding comma here, so you need a kind of if statement. So if J is not equal to container size, then what you want to do is result equals result plus equal comma space, because after you do it, you want to do a comma space after like this. Does it make sense? Or you can just put comma, it doesn't matter. Depending on the problem, you can set it up like that. And then after this for loop, you want to print out system.out print ln first plus result plus last. So I hope this code can run. And oh, I need a semicolon here, as you see. Okay, let me see. Cannot find symbol instance, so I can get some error. Please bear with me, and this is a very normal situation. It says dot cannot find symbol instance dot. Do I have any typo here? Nope. Instance dot get frequency. Get frequency. And we're passing an array, right? In here. ARR. New frequencies. Let me see. Did I import everything? Yeah. Okay. .io. .abio. Let me see. Integer condet. Instance.get frequency. It says it does not recognize .get frequency par. I'm passing an array, right? Which is perfectly fine. When we pass an array, it should just pass like that. I'm gonna find symbol container map integer container equals instance.get frequency. Try to find out like what my problem is here. Instance.get frequency. Oh, I kind of can't understand why it does not recognize this symbol, because instance is the instance that I instantiated just here. So when it passes that instance dot get frequency, this should work. Do I have any typo? Oh, I'm sorry. See, I have a typo here. Frequency. Frequency. Free QUENC dot frequency. Dot get frequency. Okay. Yep. So this was the exact result that we're expecting. Thank you for watching my video. If you enjoy my video and this solution, there can be many other good solutions, but this was one of many solutions that I came up with. So please subscribe to my channel, and please share your ideas, and please leave some comments below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you. You have a good one.